Hello, I'm Jake. Welcome to Easy English Journey, the podcast. Do you want to speak fluent English in just 60 days? Many people think it takes years to become fluent. But that's not true. Here's the truth. If you practice with me every day for just 20 minutes in 2 months, you will speak English fluently and confidently. That's my guarantee to you. In this video, you will practice 200 useful sentences about daily life. These sentences are simple, natural, and you can use them every day. All you need to do is listen and repeat after me. That's it. No complicated grammar. No boring textbooks. Just real English you can use right now. Are you ready to start your 60-day journey? Let's begin together. Before we start, let me tell you how to use this video. I will say each sentence twice. First, listen carefully. Then repeat after me. The second time I say it, you can shadow my voice and speak along with me. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Just keep practicing. The more you repeat, the more natural your English will sound. Remember, 20 minutes a day. 60 days. Fluent English. That's your goal. Okay, let's begin. Let's start with morning routine. What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have work. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have work. Do you feel tired in the morning? Do you feel tired in the morning? Yes, I feel a little tired. Yes, I feel a little tired. I stay in bed for a few minutes. I stay in bed for a few minutes. I like to stretch my arms and legs. I like to stretch my arms and legs. It helps me wake up slowly. It helps me wake up slowly. Then I get out of bed. I turn off my alarm. I turn off my alarm. I open the curtains to see the weather. I open the curtains to see the weather. If it's sunny, I feel happy. If it's sunny, I feel happy. If it's raining, I need to take an umbrella. If it's raining, I need to take an umbrella. What do you do first in the morning? What do you do first in the morning? I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water. I wash my face with cold water. It really helps me feel awake. It really helps me feel awake. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. Do you take a shower in the morning? Do you take a shower in the morning? Yes, I usually take a warm shower. Yes, I usually take a warm shower. Sometimes I listen to music while I shower. Sometimes I listen to music while I shower. It makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel relaxed. After my shower, I dry myself with a towel. After my shower, I dry myself with a towel. I comb my hair and look in the mirror. I comb my hair and look in the mirror. Then I'm ready to get dressed. Then I'm ready to get dressed. Now getting dressed. What do you usually wear? What do you usually wear? I usually wear jeans and a t-shirt. I usually wear jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting, I wear something more formal. If I have a meeting, I wear something more formal. I choose my clothes from the closet. I choose my clothes from the closet. I try to wear something comfortable. I try to wear something comfortable. If it's cold outside, I wear a sweater. If it's cold outside, I wear a sweater. If it's very cold, I also wear a jacket. If it's very cold, I also wear a jacket. I put on my watch. I put on my watch. I check the time. I check the time. Oh no, I'm running late. Oh no, I'm running late. I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up. I put on my shoes quickly. I put on my shoes quickly. I tie my shoelaces. I tie my shoelaces. Now I'm ready to have breakfast. Now I'm ready to have breakfast. Now breakfast time. What do you usually eat for breakfast? What do you usually eat for breakfast? I usually eat toast with butter and jam. I usually eat toast with butter and jam. Sometimes I have cereal with milk. Sometimes I have cereal with milk. Do you like eggs for breakfast? Do you like eggs for breakfast? Yes, I love eggs. Yes, I love eggs. I usually eat a boiled egg. I usually eat a boiled egg. Sometimes I make an omelet. Sometimes I make an omelet. If I have more time, I cook pancakes. If I have more time, I cook pancakes. What do you drink in the morning? What do you drink in the morning? I drink coffee every morning. I drink coffee every morning. Coffee is very important to me. Coffee is very important to me. I can't start my day without coffee. I can't start my day without coffee. Sometimes I drink orange juice. Sometimes I drink orange juice. I sit by the window while eating. I sit by the window while eating. I enjoy the quiet morning. I enjoy the quiet morning. Sometimes I hear birds singing outside. Sometimes I hear birds singing outside. While eating, I check my phone. While eating, I check my phone. I read messages from my friends. I read messages from my friends. I check the news. I check the news. I look at my schedule for the day. I look at my schedule for the day. Oh, I have a meeting at 9 a.m. Oh, I have a meeting at 9 a.m. I need to finish breakfast quickly. I need to finish breakfast quickly. Now, leaving home. What time do you usually leave home? What time do you usually leave home? I usually leave home at 8 a.m. I usually leave home at 8 a.m. But if I'm late, I leave at 8:15. But if I'm late, I leave at 8:15. Before I leave, I check everything. Before I leave, I check everything. Do I have my phone? Do I have my phone? Yes, it's in my pocket. Yes, it's in my pocket. Do I have my wallet? Do I have my wallet? Yes, it's in my bag. Yes, it's in my bag. Do I have my keys? Do I have my keys? Oh no. Where are my keys? Oh no. Where are my keys? I can't find them. I can't find them. Wait, they're on the table. Wait, they're on the table. I put them in my bag. I put them in my bag. I also take a water bottle. I also take a water bottle. I check the weather one more time. I check the weather one more time. If it looks like rain, I take an umbrella. If it looks like rain, I take an umbrella. I put on my jacket. I put on my jacket. I open the door. I open the door. I step outside and lock the door. I step outside and lock the door. My day has started. My day has started. Now, going to work or school? How do you go to work? How do you go to work? I usually go by bus. I usually go by bus. Sometimes I walk if the weather is nice. Sometimes I walk if the weather is nice. I walk to the bus stop. I walk to the bus stop. How long do you wait for the bus? How long do you wait for the bus? I usually wait for 5 minutes. I usually wait for 5 minutes, but sometimes the bus is late. But sometimes the bus is late. If the bus is late, I feel worried. If the bus is late, I feel worried. I don't want to be late for work. I don't want to be late for work. The bus finally arrives. The bus finally arrives. I get on the bus. I get on the bus. I find a seat by the window. I find a seat by the window. While riding the bus, I listen to music. While riding the bus, I listen to music. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I read a book. I look out the window and watch the city. I look out the window and watch the city. The bus ride takes about 20 minutes. The bus ride takes about 20 minutes. When I arrive, I press the stop button. When I arrive, I press the stop button. I get off the bus. I get off the bus. I walk to my office building. I walk to my office building. I arrive at work at 8:30. I arrive at work at 8:30. Perfect. I'm on time. Perfect. I'm on time. Now, at work or at school? What do you do when you arrive at work? What do you do when you arrive at work? I enter the building and say good morning. I enter the building and say good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I go to my desk. I go to my desk. I turn on my computer. I turn on my computer. I check my emails first. I check my emails first. Oh, I have 15 new emails. Oh, I have 15 new emails. I reply to the important ones. I reply to the important ones. Then I make a to-do list. Then I make a to-do list. What do I need to do today? What do I need to do today? I write down all my tasks. I write down all my tasks. I start working on my project. I start working on my project. I need to finish this report by 5 p.m. I need to finish this report by 5 p.m. Do you have meetings at work? Do you have meetings at work? Yes, I usually have 1 or 2 meetings. Yes, I usually have 1 or 2 meetings. Sometimes I have video calls with my team. Sometimes I have video calls with my team. We discuss our projects together. We discuss our projects together. I take notes during the meeting. I take notes during the meeting. If I don't understand something, I ask questions. If I don't understand something, I ask questions. Can you explain that again, please? Can you explain that again, please? Thank you, now I understand. Thank you, now I understand. Now, lunchtime. What time do you have lunch? What time do you have lunch? I usually have lunch at 12:30. I usually have lunch at 12:30. I'm so hungry by then. I'm so hungry by then. Where do you eat lunch? Where do you eat lunch? I go to the cafeteria. I go to the cafeteria. Sometimes I bring lunch from home. Sometimes I bring lunch from home. If I bring lunch, I heat it in the microwave. If I bring lunch, I heat it in the microwave. What do you usually eat? What do you usually eat? I usually eat a sandwich and salad. I usually eat a sandwich and salad. Sometimes I eat rice with chicken. Sometimes I eat rice with chicken. I sit with my colleagues. We talk and laugh together. How was your weekend? It was great, thank you. After eating, I take a short walk. I go outside for fresh air. It helps me feel energized. Then I go back to work. Now, afternoon work. In the afternoon, I continue working. I answer more emails. I work on my projects. Sometimes I feel a little tired after lunch. At 3 p.m., I take a short break. I make a cup of coffee or tea. Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. I drink my coffee slowly. I check my phone for a minute. Then I return to my desk. I need to finish my work before 5 p.m. Now, finishing work and going home. What time do you finish work? I usually finish at 5 p.m. But sometimes I work until 6 p.m. I close my laptop. I organize my desk. I write down tomorrow's tasks. I say goodbye to my colleagues. See you tomorrow. Have a good evening. I leave the office. I'm so tired after work. I walk to the bus stop. The bus arrives quickly. I get on the bus and find a seat. While going home, I listen to music. I think about my day. I arrive home at 6 p.m. Finally, I'm home. Now, evening routine. What do you do when you get home? I unlock the door and step inside. I take off my shoes. I take off my jacket. I put my bag down. I feel so tired. I need to rest for a few minutes. I go to the living room. I sit on the sofa. I close my eyes and relax. Ah, this feels so good. After resting, I feel better. What do you do for dinner? Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I order food. If I'm too tired, I order pizza. If I'm too tired, I order pizza. But today I want to cook something healthy. But today I want to cook something healthy. I go to the kitchen. I go to the kitchen. I make pasta with vegetables. I make pasta with vegetables. I also make a fresh salad. I also make a fresh salad. Cooking takes about 30 minutes. Cooking takes about 30 minutes. I sit at the table and eat. I sit at the table and eat. The food is delicious. The food is delicious. After dinner, I wash the dishes. After dinner, I wash the dishes. I clean the kitchen. I clean the kitchen. Now I can relax. Now I can relax. Now evening activities. What do you usually do in the evening? What do you usually do in the evening? I usually watch TV. I usually watch TV. Sometimes I watch a movie. Sometimes I watch a movie. Do you like reading?
Do you like reading?
Yes, I love reading. Yes, I love reading. I read for 30 minutes before bed. I read for 30 minutes before bed. It helps me relax. It helps me relax. Sometimes I call my family. Sometimes I call my family. Hi, Mom, how are you? Hi, Mom, how are you? We talk for about 20 minutes. We talk for about 20 minutes. I also check social media. I also check social media, but I try not to use my phone too much. But I try not to use my phone too much. Now, going to bed. What time do you usually go to bed? What time do you usually go to bed? I usually go to bed at 10:30. I usually go to bed at 10:30. But if I'm very tired, I go to bed earlier. But if I'm very tired, I go to bed earlier. Before bed, I prepare everything. Before bed, I prepare everything. I turn off the TV. I turn off the TV. I put away my phone. I put away my phone. I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I wash my face. I wash my face. I brush my teeth carefully. I brush my teeth carefully. I change into my pajamas. I change into my pajamas. I go to my bedroom. I go to my bedroom. I turn off the lights. I turn off the lights. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. I get into bed. I get into bed. The bed feels so comfortable. The bed feels so comfortable. I close my eyes. I close my eyes. I think about my day. I think about my day. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow will be even better. I feel grateful for everything. I feel grateful for everything. I slowly fall asleep. I slowly fall asleep. Good night. Good night. Excellent work, my friend. You made great progress today. You practiced 200 daily routine sentences with me. You're building a new skill step by step, day by day. Here's my promise to you. I upload a new video every single day. If you come back every day and practice for just 20 minutes in 60 days, you will speak fluent English. That's my guarantee. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Join me on this journey. My name is Jake, and this is Easy English Journey, the podcast. Remember, fluency comes from consistency. Practice every day. Believe in yourself. And in 2 months, you'll be amazed at how much you've improved. See you tomorrow, my friend. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep believing. Take care.